Why do autistics have restricted diets? I have autism, and my life has been shaped around discovering what makes the symptoms of autism worse, what makes the symptoms of autism better, and why.
In this video, I explain why autistics do one of 16 different types of behaviors. Then I'll let you know how to get more information if you want it. This is one of a series of 16 videos, which I hope will make it easier for you to explain autism behaviors to extended family, colleagues, educators, friends, or anyone who might be working with or supporting someone with an autistic spectrum condition. I'm Jackie McMillan of Thrive with Autism. I help parents, educators, health practitioners, and adult autistics to reduce or eliminate the symptoms of autism so that autism no longer defines their lives or limits their opportunities. So why do autistics have such restricted diets? There are three reasons. One is textural issues, one is a pain response, and one is addictions, believe it or not. So textural issues, if you'll remember, we bring in a lot more information from our sensory system than most people do. And the tongue has a lot more nerves than many other parts of the body. The fingers and the tongue give you a great deal of information about texture, temperature, all kinds of things about whatever they're in contact with. So, for example, I can't eat a peach with the skin on. I have to peel it first because the fur of the peach is so unpleasant on my tongue that I have to be rude. I have to get it out of my mouth as quickly as I can because it's overwhelming and unpleasant. So I've gotten really good at peeling peaches. So that when autistics won't eat particular foods, it's often because the texture isn't right. And sometimes you can fix that by preparing the food differently. Second reason is a pain response. If you've eaten foods over time, and because you have the wrong creatures in your gut, you're getting pain in your digestive system, you can associate a particular food with pain. And right or wrong, because often it is right that that particular food isn't getting broken down right and does cause pain, but right or wrong, you'll start restricting your diet because you think, oh, the last time I ate that, I really hurt. And so you just start eating fewer and fewer foods, trying to get to a place where it doesn't hurt to eat. So the third reason for a restricted diet is addictions. And addictions are kind of tricky. Most people don't have addictions from normal food that they eat. But when you have the wrong creatures in your gut, the wrong microorganisms, they're not breaking things down properly. So you end up with large chunks of stuff in your gut. And you also end up with these perforations through the gut lining that these chunks migrate out of and straight into the bloodstream. And because autistics don't have a good blood-brain barrier, they also migrate straight into the brain. Now, things like casein, which is the protein from dairy products, and gluten, which is the protein from very common grains like wheat and rye and barley and triticale and spelt. These grains all have gluten, and when the gluten and casein don't break down properly because the right creatures aren't there to break them down, you end up with opiate sequences that are built right into gluten and casein floating through your bloodstream because they don't get broken into their component parts. When you have opium floating through your bloodstream, well, what happens? What does opium do? Well, first thing, you get relaxed and you get a little spacey and it's hard to focus and pay attention to things. And you also get pain relief, which is very nice. And you have trouble focusing on things. Now, unfortunately, there are some drawbacks. You get addicted to the opium, the opiate sequences from the casein and gluten, and then if you don't get the foods, if you don't get gluten and you don't get dairy, if you don't get those foods on a regular basis, you get withdrawal symptoms from not having them, and those can be pretty awful. So those are the three reasons that many autistics have very restricted diets.
I forgot to say that cravings can get pretty bad too. If you want more information, there are more free webinars coming up. Thrive with Autism Essentials gives you the keys to help the autistics you love at home, school, and work. And the 5 Root Causes of Autism helps you find the unique blend at the root of your particular autistic challenges. My next supported online program begins October 28th if you want live support and feedback while you optimize the gifts and minimize the challenges of autism. There are special bonuses for people who register within 24 hours of one of these live webinars. Registration closes October 18th. Thank you for caring about someone with autism.